Agents of the Atesh partisan movement report Russian air defense units in the Zaporizhzhia sector are facing serious technical problems. The systems are in a catastrophic state. Atesh guerrilla movement reported the information. Guerrillas within the air defense units of the occupying Russian forces in the Zaporizhzhia sector claim that key factors, sanctions, Ukrainian strikes on repair facilities, and manufacturing defects have led to the mass failure of anti-aircraft systems, including Tor SAMs. Due to an acute shortage of operational systems, the occupiers are forced to use tractors to tow launchers to their positions. This practice makes the equipment extremely vulnerable and turns expensive systems into easy targets, the Atesh agents noted. The guerrillas also report a shortage of spare parts and the use of low-quality components that fail after a short period of operation. Each air defense system we locate, with its coordinates and operating mode, is an opportunity for Ukraine's defense forces to deliver a precise strike. The occupiers' air defense network is falling apart. Atesh appeals to servicemen in air defense units. Do not repair equipment doomed to destruction. Contact us and save your life, the partisan movement concluded. Earlier, agents of the Atesh movement showed the situation at the Kacha airfield in occupied Crimea and identified key Russian military facilities. Atesh movement conducted reconnaissance on the territory of the Kacha airfield in occupied Crimea and identified key Russian military facilities. As the statement says, important radar systems are deployed on the airfield, including the Pantsir S-1 surface-to-air missile system, the Podlet radar station, and the P-18-2 radar station. The Kacha airfield is a key hub for the Russian aerospace forces in occupied Crimea. It hosts the Strike Aviation Regiment 318, command posts, logistics, and radar complexes. These systems cover the southwestern part of the peninsula and coordinate airstrikes against Ukraine. The partisans reminded that the airfield has already been hit several times in recent months. In May, July, and on the night of July the 23rd to the 24th. Explosions and damage were recorded in the Kacha and Orlovka areas as a result of these attacks. This is not the end. New strikes on Kacha airfield are only a matter of time. The information we gathered has been passed to the defense forces of Ukraine, the statement says. Pantsir S-1 is a Russian self-propelled surface-to-air missile and gun system. It is used for close-in defense of objects against air attacks. It can protect targets from ground and surface threats. The Pantsir S-1 was created in 1994 and later modernized. By the end of 2012, it was adopted by the Russian army. Podlet radar station is a relatively new Russian radar station. The Russian army began equipping it in 2015. The cost of the system exceeds 700 million rubles or more than $5 million US. The enemy used this system to detect and relay target coordinates to Russian S-300/S-400 anti-aircraft missile systems. P-18-2 radar station is a Russian mobile 2-coordinate meter-band radar station, a modernization of the P-18 radar. It is designed to detect and track aerial objects, determine their coordinates and nationality, and can operate under active electronic interference.
Palestinians in Gaza were torn between skepticism and hope for results from a summit held in Egypt to support ending the more than 2-year Israel-Hamas war. According to Associated Press, their lives have irreparably changed, and all told the Associated Press their main priority is the reconstruction of the Gaza Strip. On the verge of tears, 85-year-old Aisha Mohammed bin Sultan stressed that all she wants is to return to a habitable home. People are oppressed by hardship, said the displaced Palestinian from northern Gaza, describing a harrowing account of hunger and lack of shelter. Zakaria Daybeb, another displaced Palestinian from northern Gaza, hoped that the fragile will hold, and the end of the bloodshed. The siege has devoured us. It has destroyed us, he said. Kifaya Najjar, who is displaced from Khan Yunis, said she felt shocked at all she had to suffer through to survive. Not too long ago, she said she burned her children's clothing to make a fire and cook. I hope it's not just empty words, she said, speaking on the summit. While major questions remain about the future of Hamas and Gaza, the exchange of hostages and prisoners marked a key step toward ending the deadliest war ever between Israel and the militant group.
يجوا قتلنا، لا لاقيين اكل، لاقيين غطا، لا لاقيين مكان، والله في ما هي خيمه اللي احنا فيها، والله شريطه لو مطرت الدنيا يا ابني بنعوم، والله بمشي اني بدي اقول لك يا ابني يعطيني 5 شيكل، والله شيكل ما معي. احنا يرجعونا عدونا، يساعدونا في المساعدات، يديروا بالهم علينا، يساعدونا، يسكنونا في دورنا. الغلب غلبنا، والله الناس الغلب غلبهم.
نرجو من الإخوان اللي مجتمعين في القمة أن يكون يعني إن شاء الله يعني بداية إنهاء الحرب بشكل كامل، وإنهاء الصراع بين الصراع الموجود في غزة والقتال والدمار والحصار الذي يعني أكلنا أكل.
القمة هذه احنا بطل في عندها مصداقية لأي حاجة بتحصل يعني عندنا، لأنه وعدونا قبل هيك كثير ما حد بيعمل لنا أي حاجة. وإن شاء الله المرة هذه بكون يعني زعمائنا وقمتنا تكون يعني على حسن ظن الناس فيها، يعني تكون. للبنت
يعني يكون القمة هذه يعني تكون لإعمار غزة في القريب العاجل، إنه يبدأ في الخطوات الأولى. يعني ما فيش بنية تحتية في قطاع غزة، ولا كهرباء ولا ماء ولا شيء صالح في غزة للحياة. نتمنى من الله أن تكون القمة هذه تكون يعني بذرة خير لتحسين الوضع في غزة. يعني المواطنين في غزة يعني مهلكين. يعني هذا بنمشي 8 كيلو 9 كيلو يوميا عشان نروح نشوف خيامنا الموجودة في المناطق الشرقية، مش بيوتنا انتسفت زمان. رايحين لخيامنا نشوفها بس يعني.